So I am back with a video. It's going to be a vlog because I haven't done one of those in a while. I really haven't done many videos much lately because you've heard me mention in my previous videos that the Mac, which is my partner Nate's computer, actually the hard drive fried. So we lost the Mac and we bought a new laptop to replace the Mac because we had a Mac Mini and we haven't had it that long, only a few years. But to get the exact same Mac Mini today from Apple is going to cost $2,000, and we didn't pay anywhere near $2,000. We paid about $750, $800 when we bought it. So to be frank with you, it wasn't even worth the $800 we paid for it brand new from Mac to begin with. So I sure as hell am not going to pay $2,000 for a Mac Mini when their hardware in it is just, excuse my language, but absolute shit. Apple products are not actually that great quality. I know there are people out there that would fight me for saying that, but they're not. The price that you pay, especially in Australia, that's okay, so 2,000 Australian dollars would be $1,461 US. So that's how much it costs for a terabyte Mac Mini. It's ridiculous, right? So if we were going to have to spend that much money on something, we wanted to spend it on something that would actually be worth that much money, because Apple products are not worth that money. They're not worth the price tag on any of their stuff. The hardware is actually really subpar. It's total crap. So the Mac died, so we bought a new laptop, but we decided to go with a PC versus a Apple. So we did get a Dell gaming laptop because we needed it to be powerful to run certain things like programs and stuff that we wanted or that we use. But the problem with that is I'm not great at using editing software for PC. Editing software on PC is so much harder than iMovie, which is what I used to use. So I really struggled with trying to find something that I could use and wasn't too difficult. So I was just using Movie Maker, like the Windows Movie Maker on my desktop, and my desktop was like nearly 16 years old. So it was super old and there was a lot of things on there I couldn't do, but for the time being it got my videos out. Then, so we lost the Mac in March, it died. Then when was it? Not last week, but the week before, my computer decided on the Wednesday, I was using it Wednesday morning, worked perfectly fine. I turned it off, got ready for work, went to work, you know, blah, blah, blah. Came home, turned it on, nothing. The friggin' hard drive died. So the hard drive also died in my computer, and I was like, well, great, now I don't have a computer at all. This is just ugh. So yeah, it died, and then I didn't know what I was going to do because I can't afford to buy a new computer, and we've also just forked out money to replace the other computer that just broke because computers are friggin' expensive. So the Dell that we bought, the laptop, cost 1,400 Australian, so that would be 1,022 USD. And I don't need anything crazy or powerful. I just needed something that could do all of the basic stuff that I do on my computer. So Nate surprised me and he bought me just a Lenovo mini tower just so that I could get through doing what I wanted, and at a later date I could save up for something that I want to actually use. So I've got the Lenovo. The Lenovo is working great, thank God. So I've now got a computer. And then we also ordered a hard drive for the Mac Mini. So we ordered a solid state hard drive, which is way better than the crap that Apple uses. But the problem is that Apple uses frigging Torx security screws in their goddamn, excuse my language, their stuff. Now, if you don't know what a Torx security screw is it's just a screw, and it's got almost like a star pattern, but the security part, it has like a little tiny metal post in the center where the screwdriver would fit into. So you do need a Torx security screwdriver. If it doesn't say security, it's not going to work, because it needs to have a hole in the center of the screwdriver to fit over the stupid post in the screw. Now, we ordered some Torx security screwdrivers because we couldn't find any for the right size for the Mac in stores near us. So we ordered one, and the company assured us that it was the correct one for what we wanted. When we got it, it was not the correct one. It was just a Torx screwdriver. It wasn't a Torx security screwdriver. So that was a pain in the butt. So I literally sat there watching so many YouTube videos on how to get these frigging screws out that had these stupid posts in them. And I managed to figure out if I just got a normal flathead screwdriver, I could snap those posts off the screws, which I did. Those things suck. It took me about an hour to do, but I did it, and I got into it. And then I just watched a YouTube video, to be honest. And if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know I am not tech savvy. I can barely edit. But I watched a YouTube video of a guy in America pulling apart the exact same Mac Mini that we had. And I gutted that thing, and I pulled every single component out of it until it was just an empty shell. I disconnected the old hard drive, and then I installed the new hard drive, rebuilt it all, put it all back together. And then here's the problem. So obviously now we have a brand new hard drive, but the hard drive obviously does not have Mac OS on it. So I then had to create a bootable USB drive. So you have to reconfigure the USB to be able to make it work for a bootable drive. And I had to install the Mac OS onto the USB to then be able to boot the Mac from the USB, which then connects to the internet to install the drive. It was a process, let me tell you. It was a 2-day process, but I did it. So now we also have our Mac back. That's neither here nor there. So that's kind of what's been going on, and why I really haven't been filming a lot of videos. Also, I had a little bit of a health scare. I had, for about nearly 8 weeks over the last few months, I was getting blood tests and things like that every week. I was going to the doctor sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. So, because you guys know I have an underactive thyroid, I take medication for that. I'm going to be on medication for the rest of my life. But my size, which my size is caused because of my thyroid, was causing issues for me, which of course, like being bigger does cause issues. And so my doctor was trying to figure out like everything that was happening. So I had all these blood tests, and I had to have a liver ultrasound, and it turned out that my liver has enlarged, and I had to go through a bunch of tests to see what was causing it to enlarge, just to make sure it wasn't anything too serious. Thankfully it wasn't anything crazy. It was simply because I am big. Now, it is very common in big people that when you are the size I am, or you're considered plus size, like you are bigger and you are what's considered an unhealthy weight, that can make your liver enlarge. So that's what's happened. My doctor was quite concerned though that I was going to have organ damage due to like constantly being lacking in things. But it turned out that I was actually great. The only thing I'm lacking in is vitamin D, which I take I have to take three vitamin D tablets a day, because my body just doesn't absorb it. So because of that, it was like a solid 8 weeks of just health scares and blood tests and ultrasounds and just going to the doctors and things like that. So yeah, so now we figured all of that out. My doctor is helping me to get my weight under control, because if you know anything about an underactive thyroid condition, you know that when your thyroid is not working, you can't lose weight. You can gain it, but you can't lose it. And I've been on medication for my thyroid since November 2019. Sorry, the light's coming in and out. And it's taken since November 2019 to this year to find the correct dosage of medication for my body. So if you don't have the correct dosage, you can't lose weight. It's physically impossible. I finally have the correct dosage now, because it takes a lot of trial and error. You have to constantly trial dosages, and just because I've found it now does not mean this is going to be correct for the rest of my life. It will change, so then I'll have to go through the whole process again in the future. But for now it's working, which means now I can lose weight. So my doctor has given me medication to help me kickstart my weight loss. I have lost now approximately just over 7 kilos, which is, let me see, I will try and convert that for you. I can convert it on my phone. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so 7 kilos is just over 15 pounds. So I've been on Duromine now for just over a month, about a month and a week, and it's going good. It has started to slow down a little bit. Like at the start I was losing quite a few kilos every week, but now it's more down to the grams. So I will lose like 100 to 200 grams a day. So it's more like that now. And yeah, I just have to keep on it. Duromine though is quite a strong medication. It's also extremely expensive. It's like $110 to buy 30 days worth of medication. So I'm having to fork out a fair bit of money at the moment for medications. And I don't know about other countries, but here in Australia, the government regulates Duromine, and you can only take it for 3 months. After 3 months is done, that's it. You can't take it anymore. You're not allowed to. It's a heavily controlled medication, basically. So I am I'm onto my second script now for that. But hopefully everything will work. My doctor is working with me to get my health back on track and everything like that. So that's kind of why I really haven't been filming lately. There's just been so much going on, and yeah, it's just been a lot. Mentally, I've just been exhausted. Like, I haven't even been reading. Like, I'm still reading a book that I started in like April sometime. I think it was April, maybe the beginning of June. I don't know, but I'm still reading it. Not because I dislike the book, I actually really love the book, but just my mental capacity can't handle stuff at the moment, because there's just been so much going on. So that's kind of where I've been. I've done enough rambling now. Let's get into what I'm doing at the moment. So I have started knitting on a sock. Now I do have new knitting needle circulars. I've got these ones, which are the Prim ergonomic circulars. These are a 3mm. I did film a review on these, but I lost a ton of footage when my hard drive for my desktop died. I'm going to try and see if I can recover it, but I can't make any promises. I lost quite a lot of footage for videos I had filmed to get ready to put on YouTube, so unfortunately I lost that. But I've never used these needles for knitting socks before. This is the first time I'm ever knitting socks on these needles, because I normally use the Addy 2.25s, I think it is. But these are a 3mm, so they're a lot bigger, and I'm just not used to it. And also, I'm not the best with math. Math has never been my strong point. And I've already started and finished a sock and then frogged it because it just didn't fit. It was too big. I followed the measurements for the pattern, but it turned out way too big. So I've tried something else. I come across something that it was like mathematical, which was you know, to work out what you like the size to knit on this size of a needle. So I'm hoping it'll work. Like when I look at it like this, because I've done the cuff and I'm into a little bit of the ankle, and then now I'm onto the heel flap. Looking at it like this, it feels like it's too small, but it does stretch out quite a lot. So maybe this is the correct size. I don't know yet, you guys. It's going to be a ton of trial and error with these needles until I find the right size for me. I do have to make the ankle and the cuff part a little bit wider because, again, being plus size, I do have bigger legs, unfortunately. So I don't know. We'll see how this works out. I don't know if it will or not. This is my second attempt, but I really do like the way it looks. I have a bunch of yarn sitting here, as you can see, because I had frogged the yarn from when I had previously done the first attempt. But the yarn I'm using is actually these two beautiful colors. This one is, I think it's called Blueberry Twist, and it's in the sparkle base. And this one is called Heron in the sparkle base, and these are from Jocomamo Textiles. I believe, oh, I don't know. I can't remember if this video made it onto YouTube or not, because I had two yarn hauls. One of them made it, one of them didn't, because one of the footages got lost. So I can't remember which one it was, but I love the yarn and it's just so soft and beautiful, and this is what I'm working with at the moment. So there's that. And then I am working on my sock blanket. You guys saw me start this in December. I am so far behind with this blanket, you guys, so far behind. So I am doing the blanket in monthly chunks. So events, books and things like that that I have going on in that month goes into the blanket. And I'm only in January, you guys, on my blanket. Oh my god, I'm so far behind, but I'll show you. So I just haven't picked it up in such a long time. So I picked it up again the other day, last week I think it was. I've got it in this little Sistema basket. I use this basket for all of my knitting. So let me just grab this out. I've got tons of ends to weave in, but this is essentially where I am up to. So no, oh, I just caught it. Almost lost the yarn. So you can see the December section, which is this side, and then January is literally this square, the blue square, the orange square, and then this square that I'm working on now. So I am using this cute little mini that I've caked up in the colorway Summer Breeze. It's predominantly white with green, blue, and pink speckles. The green and the blue is the more prominent color, and then the pink is just like here and there. It's so pretty. It's working out really beautiful. This one was a mini skein out of a mini set that I got from Jocomamo Textiles as well. And I'm just working on that now, and I think it's coming along really nicely. Obviously, I know not all of the colors are going to match and everything like that, but it's not supposed to, because it's supposed to have that really scrappy feel. And each one of these squares goes to like an event or a memory or something, or an advent calendar in December's case. So yeah, I'm really enjoying working on this again, and I am definitely trying to catch up to where I am now. So that's that. I'll show you the yarns as well that I've got picked out for January. So I already have used this one. This one is leftovers from some socks I made. So this is Northern Lights. Unfortunately, the dyer no longer exists. They closed their business down, but I still have a fair bit left, so I can still reuse it in the colors there. I use this one. I think this one is called Pumpkin. maybe it's jack-o'-lantern, I can't remember, but it was one of the Halloween colorway mini colorways from Jocomamo. So there's that one, and even though I know it's a Halloween color, I just thought it'd be great for summer because it's such a bright orange. I've also got, actually here's a little tag, it is called Pumpkin Orange. I've also got this one, which I haven't put in the blanket yet, but this is this beautiful bright neon green. This one is called Monster Green from that Halloween colorway. I have this really pretty purple with sparkle base, on a sparkle base. So this is from the pastel mini set from Jocomamo. So I've also got the blue from that set as well, and I've used this twice now in the blanket, the blue, and I still have plenty left. I have this pink, I can't remember the name of this pink, but it might just be called pink, I don't remember, but this was one of the mini skeins from Jocomamo at Christmas time. So I have that one. And then I have this one. This is leftovers from a pair of socks I made myself. This one is called, I believe it's called Winona. I thought I had the tag around here somewhere, but maybe I don't. I think this one's called Winona off the top of my head. Now I don't believe this one is for sale anymore, but it's from a company called Half Baked Hand Dyed Yarn on Etsy. They are an Australian company. I want to say they're based in Victoria, I think, but I bought this last year, closer to the beginning of the year. So I don't think they have this colorway anymore, but I know that they do have a bunch of other self-striping colorways, and I had tons left after I made myself some socks. And this one is going to go in there to represent my birthday, because my birthday's in January. So that's everything for January section that I need to do. So I still need to finish off the Summer Breeze, which I'm currently working on, and then I still need to put in 4 more squares for January, and then January will be done. I also have a composition book, it's actually Disney themed, that I use as a journal, and I journal in that book so that I know what each square in this blanket represents. So it's definitely going to be like a memory kind of keeping project for me. So that's kind of what I'm up to at the moment, and I'm really enjoying doing this and working on this little project, and hopefully I can get caught up with that soon. Oh, it is honestly so freezing right now. It's why I'm in my robe. It's 14 degrees Celsius, but feels like 4, which is, let me see if I can, temperature, let's see. So the feels like temperature is 4 degrees, which is about 39 Fahrenheit, and then it says it's 14 degrees. Which would be considered about 57 Fahrenheit, but the feels like is 4, and it's super windy. It is so cold, my fingers are actually turning blue. I can't keep warm. It's so freezing today. It's so windy and so cold, and I just, oh my god, it's cold. So cold, you guys. Because I've got clothes on underneath of this. I'm wearing like long pants and a t-shirt, but it's so freezing. I've got slippers on, my feet, and I cannot get my feet warm. They are, because I've got really fluffy slippers, but my feet are so cold, my hands are cold, and it's just freezing, you guys. So I just like sit here all rugged up. But that's kind of really all I've been up to. I haven't done like a lot, to be honest with you. Like I said, I haven't been reading or anything like that really, but I really want to make the most of this weekend because I've got 4 days off. So today is Wednesday the 21st of July, so I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday off, which is great. So I kind of want to vlog this weekend, and yeah, I think it'll be great. I want to do updates on my knitting. I actually want to try and get some reading done as well, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway guys, that's everything at the moment. I will catch up with you guys later. Bye! Hey guys, so I am back. It is 10:40 on Thursday morning, so it is the 22nd, and I'm exhausted, you guys. I just finished doing a workout, I've had a shower, got dressed, all that jazz. But, oh, I'm feeling it, you guys. I'm feeling it. So I live in a townhouse, so it's 2 stories. And I just went downstairs to get a drink and everything, and oh my god, walking down the stairs is like I feel every muscle in my legs. And I have bad knees as well. Like, I need to have knee reconstruction on both of my knees, so they're yelling at me, guys. So today Nate finishes work in about 20 minutes. Well, he'll be home in 20 minutes. So I just wanted to do a quick update because we'll go have lunch. Not necessarily go out or anything, just figure out what we want to eat for lunch. Possibly go for a walk, I'm not sure yet, see how we both feel. And we'll just kind of go from there. I ended up frogging my sock, you guys, that I showed you guys yesterday. I frogged the whole thing. I think what I want to do is go up just a tiny bit in size. I just feel like the size wasn't going to quite work. So just, yeah, I just didn't feel like it was going to work. So that's alright, it's trial and error. I'm just not used to knitting on, like, socks on 3mm needles. I normally knit on a lot smaller size. Do I have them? Maybe, let me see if I have them. Yes, I do have them. I keep all my crochet hooks and my circulars in this little Mickey Mouse pouch. So I'm used to knitting on these, which are my Addy, I think I said yesterday 2.25, but I'm not sure, I think it might actually be bigger. It's hard to see on the cord the size because, like, it's so tiny. Oh no, I was right. These are a 2.25mm needle. So I'm used to knitting on that, so I know how to, like, I know what to knit on this for me. But these ones here are the Prim ergonomic ones, and they're 3mm, so you can possibly see the difference in size. And I'm just not used to it, and I'm not the greatest at math either. Math has never been a strong point for me. So I've been struggling a little bit. I've frogged that sock so many times you don't even know. But I was watching Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady, and she has a tutorial called, let me see here, How to Knit Socks on Magic Loop. So I was watching that, and I think for me the biggest thing I was having issues with was actually the heel, because I can pretty much get the rest of the sock mostly right. The cuff is a little bit tricky because I do have a thicker leg. My leg is thicker than my foot, obviously, because I am plus size. But so I was having a few issues with, like, trying to get the heel right, because obviously I'd have to make adjustments for, like, the cuff down to the ankle heel area and then, like, the foot. And so the heel was always coming out too big on these. They're fine on this, but too big on this. So I watched her tutorial on how to do the heels, and I think I figured it now because her tutorial was so easy, and she actually has a pattern that goes with that particular tutorial. It's just a pattern for a pair of vanilla socks. So I did purchase the pattern. I believe it's $2 American, but in Australia that works out to be about, I think, $3.15 once you do conversion and add in 10% for tax on top of that. So I paid about $3.15 last night to purchase the written pattern to help me as well, because I'm not always going to be watching her video, you know, when I'm doing things. So I did that, so I think I've got it figured now, I think. We shall see, you guys. We shall see. But I did finish another square in my sock blanket, and I really love it. So I finished this square right here. This is in the colorway Summer Breeze from Jokomamo Textiles. And I love it. Like I said, it is predominantly a white colorway, and then it has blue, green, and pink flecks. Now, it has more blue and green than it does pink, but look at that, you guys. It's so pretty. So my goal this week was to finish at least 2 squares in this blanket minimum. So I've done one, and I'm going to move on to the next one today, which will be great. So that'll be perfect. I still haven't started any reading. I'm going to try and get into that because there are some books that I've downloaded from Kindle Unlimited to read that I'm really interested in. Also, excuse me, get a sneeze. Sorry guys, I have allergies like year round, so everyone always looks at me like I've got COVID or something because I'm always blowing my nose, and I sometimes have to cough because my allergies mess up my throat. But I literally just have allergies year round, so I always am looking like I've got the flu. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I was thinking because, like I said, I really want to get the book that I'm reading finished because I do have some books that I got off of Kindle Unlimited. I was watching Riley Marie on YouTube, and she is predominantly a romance reader. She does read other things as well, but she just reads more romance. And the romances though that she reads are not like cutesy. Like some of them are cutesy, but like some of them have like monsters in them, and some of them are like huge age gaps, and some of them are like really like dirty and like things like that. So there was a few that she recommended that I'm interested in. There was one in particular is a series, I can't think of it right now, but it's about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which that's so up my alley. I'm down for that. And I believe there is a book coming out in, I think, August. I'm not entirely sure what day because I know when I had a look after she mentioned it that it wasn't available for me in Australia yet. So it is called 56 Days. Excuse my phone going off there. I'm not entirely sure of the author, but it's called 56 Days, and it is a COVID book. So essentially it's about these 2 people, a guy and a girl, who I think meet in like a supermarket or something just before the lockdowns happen. And when the lockdown happens, they decide to lock down together, and then kind of get to know each other over this lockdown. And after 56 days or something, police are, I guess, called to the house and find a dead body. Not necessarily because of COVID. More on the murder side of things, I believe. So I'm intrigued by that. I really want to read that. So that's going to be on my list to read as soon as I can get my hands on it. I also found, actually, let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see. I don't know if the camera can see my computer screen or not, but I buy patterns, amigurumi. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at pronouncing these things. Amigurumi patterns from a store on Etsy called, I think it's pronounced Pampino. Nazeli, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I believe that's her name. She is in Russia, and she designs some of the most beautiful gnome patterns. I did have one of the gnomes that I made on my shelves for Easter. Obviously that's down, but I found some patterns that on her page that I've purchased, and oh my god, they're so good. Because she has 60% off of her patterns at the moment, and I am here for that. Not that her patterns are expensive to begin with. They range from about, I don't know, about, I'm sorry if you can hear that vibrating. Big trucks are going by, so the windows vibrate. So her patterns I think start around about $7-ish, give or take a little bit, and go up to, I think the dearest I've seen on there is about 13, and in my opinion that's like a really good deal. Actually no, I lied, not 13. She does have 13 for a single pattern. If you want, say for instance, she has these really super cute gnomes that is a set of 4 patterns, which is $31 normally, well 31 Australian, so it would be a lot less if you're in other countries, but $31 normally for me, but she's got them on sale for $13 at the moment. But even $31 for 4 patterns is actually a really good deal. She's also got another one here that's a pattern for 5 musical gnomes for $34, on sale for $14 at the moment. But she always has sales, and I just really like her store, and I really want to make some of these because I do have a few people that really like these things, and I was thinking, because I do, obviously I don't work a lot, but I work enough that I'm out of the house a fair bit. Like I work 15 hours a week, and before anyone starts on me about that, because I've had a few people mention about me not working enough, I work 15 hours a week because of my health. My body does not allow me to physically work more than that. It is too painful for me to be able to actually be on my feet for that long. I work retail. So my body can't handle it. I used to work more than that, and I've had to cut my hours down, and it works for me. It works for my fiance. We don't have an issue with it, so anyone else that does have an issue can just basically piss off. But even though I only work 15 hours, I spend almost the same amount of hours on top of the 15 I work out of the house on just public transport. So yeah, so I want to get a head start on some Christmas presents. So there are a few gnomes that she has that I'm definitely going to try and make for Christmas presents for people. And then I'm thinking, I found this pattern and I printed it out. You don't have to print it out, but I like to have physical copies of patterns because I hole punch them and put them into a big happy planner. I use a big, well, it's not a planner, it's just, excuse me, scratchy throat. It was a big happy planner notes book, and I use all the blank note pages, but I also put in, I bought an extension pack, like a big happy planner extension pack, and I put that in there with, so I've got some tabs. And I use that as my knitting and crocheting book for my projects and patterns and things, and just little tips. So I like to, when I find patterns, to print them out, hole punch them, and pop them in that book as well. And I found this pattern. It is called the Hugar Cowl. It was from 2017, so it was released quite a number of years ago, but I saw someone on YouTube, well, a long time ago actually, make this, and I fell in love with it, and I knew I had to have it. It's beautiful. I don't have like a full completed picture because they don't include a full picture, because this cowl was released part of the pattern, so it went for 14 weeks at the time, so there was a part of the pattern released each week, so I have like 14, you know. So this is basically the first one. It is a free pattern. It's designed by, oh, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, and you'll have to excuse the pages. They've got like black lines all through it because my printer decided it was going to be an arse and just get black on everything, even though I used it before and it was perfectly fine. But this is the designer right here. I cannot pronounce that name, and it is from the website, well, it's on actually her website, so I will leave a link if you're interested in everything that I've mentioned in my description box anyway. But the yarns that they use, because this was designed for, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Shipjees, this brand here, This is a Dutch brand of yarn, and it is just so beautiful. It is a free pattern, like I said, and I want to give that a try because I am going on annual leave soon and I want to work on some projects. So that's kind of what I'm planning. Yeah, it's just basically it. So anyway, guys, that's really all I've got planned for the moment. I will update you later because I'm going to restart this sock for the millionth time, which is fine. I can start it and I'm going to work off of Kay's video instructions and her pattern that I purchased, and we'll go from there. So that's basically it, and I'll update you later this afternoon or tonight. So I'll see you guys later. Bye! Hey guys, so today is Sunday the 25th. It's like 20 past 4 in the afternoon. I didn't end up filming anything Friday or Saturday because I honestly did nothing. I watched a bunch of Sleepy Hollow and also Winona Earp. Love those two shows. And just did basically a lot of knitting because it was super windy and super cold, so I didn't really do anything. I did have to work today. I got home at about 3 o'clock. I've worked out, which now I feel exhausted. I've had my shower, I've washed my hair, so I just let my hair air dry as much as I can. And now I'm just relaxing. I have finished my January section of my sock blanket, my sock yarn blanket, which I'm super excited about, so I'm going to show you that. And I'm not really going to do much else today. I'm going to start on the February section of my blanket and then probably just continue on with that and basically just binge watch some more TV. I've also got one of my new favorite snacks, and I got these because this is from a brand called No Shoe, and No Shoe is no sugar basically, or very little sugar. So these are basically like an LCM bar, so it's just like this. And this one is called Unicorn Sprinkles Snackles, and it's 96% sugar free. So it has only a very small amount of sugar. I think the grams, yeah, the grams are on the box downstairs, so I'm not gonna do that. But these are really good because they are natural colors and flavors, natural sweeteners, and wheat free. This is a vanilla flavor with unicorn sprinkles on it, and I believe, let's see, I think these might be vegan as well. I'm not sure. It might say on the box. I feel like it said on the box maybe. I'm not sure. But I like these because I can't have sugar or very little sugar, so these are really good to have. And now that I've finished working out, I'm going to have that. And I've just got my water bottle because I need to drink more water. But let's get on to what I've knitted basically, because my camera battery is starting to die. So I have finished the January section. Just ignore all of my ends because I've got to weave in a ton of ends. But the January section, if I can hold it up properly, is 8 squares. So you've got this one here, which is Northern Lights. You've got this blue one, which doesn't have a name, but it's just a pastel sparkle blue from Jocomamo. This one I think is Jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin orange. I can't remember exactly, but it's from Jocomamo as well. This one is called Summer Breeze from Jocomamo. The pink one, I'm not entirely sure. I got it at Christmas time. I think she still has it in her shop though, the Jocomamo shop. This one here is the Pastel Purple from Jocomamo. This one here is Winona or Winoni. Hang on, let me see. I've got the tag here. Winoni from Half Baked Hand-Dyed Yarns. That was just leftovers from Big Skein. And then this one was Monster Green from Jocomamo. And then this one here, the Northern Lights. Unfortunately, that particular store doesn't exist anymore. But that is everything for January. So it is coming along, which is really good. So what I also do is I keep kind of like a journal, if you will. I got this composition book. I've had it for years actually. I bought it from Target. It's one of the Disney ones. And I journal what each square represents in the blanket. So I have a December section, which this is when I started it, and what all the squares mean, and then I have my January section, and so forth and so forth, because I just thought it's really nice to be able to see the memories that coordinate with each square. So I am definitely going to continue on with that tonight. I've picked out some yarns. I need to see how many yarns I need though to make up the squares for February, because I need to have a look. And I just realized when I was going through my yarn stash that I don't have a lot of minis or leftover. So I'm running a tad low, so I think I'm going to jump online tonight and have a look at some of the minis that are out there. But I'll show you what I've got so far that I've picked out for February. So I've got this beautiful colorway here. I believe this is called Raspberry Twist, I think. And this is from Joker Mama Textiles. I've just caked it up. It comes in a little speckled like mini set, and it's just these beautiful reds and oranges and whites, and I just thought that's perfect for February. I've picked out this really pretty sparkly pastel pink, Joke Mamo as well. I've also kept the pink that I used in January because, you know, Valentine's it goes, so it doesn't, I don't mind repeating colors, that does not bother me. I've also kept in this colorway. I'm not sure yet, I don't know, because it, to me, when I use this to make my socks, I was making flower socks, and when I think of flowers I also think of Valentine's Day, and this very much makes me think of pink tulips in a field with like the leaves and everything, pink and white tulips, so I might use that one as well. And then I have this little red mini leftover from when I did Nate's Christmas socks. I cannot pronounce the name of this for my life, but it is from Joker Mama Textiles. She still has that red, so I'm gonna use that. And then I have, when I started the sock blanket, I was doing a yarn advent calendar from Half Baked Hand Dyed Yarns, and so these are just from her Christmas colorways, but I thought they would still work pretty well for like February, because I wanted pinks and reds and like whites and things for like Valentine's. So I've got these leftovers of this really pretty sort of maroony red color. I've got these two sparkly white leftovers, and I've got these two red and white sparkly leftovers. So I think those will work pretty well for February. I just need to work out how many squares I need for February. So all the squares that I knit in there will represent either a particular day that's important or special. So for instance, like Valentine's Day, my partner's, like my fiance's birthday. They also represent all of the books that I've read and stuff like that. So I just need to figure out, I need to go through and see how many books that I read in February and see if I have enough. If I don't have enough colors for this, I may, well, I'm going to have to buy some anyway, but I'll have to look for some colors to pick for that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the sock blanket. I did not do any more on my socks. Sorry if you can hear that, it's super windy here. I ended up scrapping my sock because I said earlier in this vlog that I didn't know if the size was going to work, because I'm trialing the new needles, and because I normally knit on a 2.25 for socks, I'm not used to a 3 mil needle, so I was just messing up a lot. So I've restarted again, and this is where I'm at. I haven't done any more on that either, so I might do some of that tonight as well. Just depends on how I feel. Right now my legs and arms are killing me after my workout, you guys. And it's really cold today, like super cold, because the wind is just crazy. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I know, like, I don't really go anywhere in my vlogs, but I just like updating you guys on what's happening in my life and my crafts and stuff like that. And I know some of you appreciate it. If you don't like these types of videos, that's totally fine. I am not offended if you don't watch them, but I just like doing them because I enjoy it. So yeah, so anyway guys, that's everything. I will probably vlog again next week. Sorry, I was just looking out the window. There is a book that I've been trying to get my hands on for the longest time, and it's sold out at Kmart because it's only $12 at Kmart. I can get it from a bookstore, but every one of the stores I've tried sell it for $20, and I'm not paying $20 if I can get it for $12. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to see if I can get my hands on that this week, because I think my local Kmart has the book, so we'll see if I can get my hands on that, and I will show you that. Still have done no reading. My brain is just like, nope, don't want to read, but I really need to stop that because I have a goal and I want to read. So yeah, that's basically it, you guys. So I am going to leave it here. I'm going to watch YouTube videos for a little bit. Nate finishes work soon, so he'll be home in half an hour. I just done the dish, I put dishes on because I was too lazy to do them last night. And I'm getting cold now because it's getting darker now that it's the end of the day, so I think I might put my robe on because I've got one of those really big fluffy robes. You saw me wear it in the earlier in the vlog anyway, and that thing is so warm, you guys, so warm. So that's what I am going to do, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. I know it wasn't anything super exciting, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I will chat to you guys later. Bye!